Welcome to my channel Competitive Exam Warriors. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also don't forget to hit the bell button to stay updated to my latest notification. Welcome all of you to my channel Competitive Exam Warriors, and today I'll be going to discuss with you regarding August Current Affairs Part 3. So let's move forward. And this is my achievement section. If you have gone through them earlier, you can simply skip them. Otherwise, you can have a look at all these things if you're a new viewer. Most important thing is don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also don't forget to hit the bell button to stay updated to my latest notifications regarding my new videos, obviously. And since it current affairs, obviously my target audience will be any bank PO clerk. In fact, it's in Parishad C, railways and insurance sector too. And if you want to get hold of the PDF of this particular video, you can join my Telegram channel, that is Competitive Exam Warriors. Also there you will be getting notifications regarding new videos instantly whenever I upload them. And if you want to subscribe to Unacademy's Plus subscription courses, you can use this code PLUSR4SVE for awesome discount on any Unacademy Plus subscription courses. Any category, be it UPSC, banking, SSC, railways, anywhere you can use this particular code and get awesome discount. So let's move forward and let's look at the first news, and this regarding LIC. That is, Life Insurance Corporation starts special revival campaign to revive lapsed policies. That is, policies those who have been lapsed. That is, if you don't pay premium on time, then policies get lapsed. So that's the things. So LIC has announced a special scheme to revive lapsed policies named as Special Revival Campaign. This campaign is open from 10th August to 9th October, during which customers can revive their individual lapsed policies. Obviously, there will be some penalty, but obviously you can revive them. Under the scheme, the policies of specific eligible plans can be revived within 5 years from the date of the first unpaid premium, subject to certain terms and conditions specified by LIC. Though it is not offering any concessions in medical requirement, some concessions may be allowed in late fee under plans other than term insurance and other high risk plans. So these things you can have a look at all these things. Okay, these policies that have lapsed during the premium paying term and not completed policy term as on the date of revival are eligible to be revived during this particular campaign, that is from this time period 10th August to 9th of October. The campaign is launched to benefit these policyholders who were not able to pay their premium due to unavoidable circumstances and their policy lapsed. Obviously some conditions may appear for which you couldn't pay premium. Okay, in fact during these corona times many have lost their jobs, so these things you can understand. It always makes better sense to revive an old policy to restore cover. That's really required. LIC headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Chairman of LIC is Hemar Kumar. LIC founded on 1st September 1956. So let's move forward. Now coming to next news, that is Dr. V.K. Pal chairs report committee meet on vaccine administration, how vaccine will be distributed and all that after it gets green signal, that is approval. So Dr. V.K. Pal, member of Niti Aayog, has chaired the meeting of National Expert Group on Vaccine Administration for COVID-19. The committee held a meeting to deliberate on measures to ensure availability of vaccines as well as its delivery mechanism. It also discussed the mechanisms for the establishment of digital infrastructure for inventory management. The V.K. Pal-led committee also deliberated on delivery mechanism of the vaccine, including trading of vaccination process, while focusing particularly on the last mile delivery, broad parameters, guidance selection of COVID-19 vaccine, which should take, and all that. COVID-19 vaccine candidates, in fact I am speaking of the volunteers and all that, was also a key subject of procurement mechanisms, and all these things you can read it over here. In fact, guiding principles for prioritization population groups, that is aged 60 and above, less than 10 years, so as children, and also the people with comorbidities. The vaccination procedures, financial resources required for procurement of COVID-19 vaccine, and various options of financing the vaccine, that how it will be procured and all that. Okay, so next news, that is SS Mundra becomes new non-executive chairman of IBH. So former RBI Deputy Governor Subhash Sheraton Mundra has been appointed as non-executive chairman of Indiabulls Housing Finance, that is IBH, with immediate effect. That's immediately. He had joined the board of IBH in 2018. Independent director Shamir Gaylord, the co-founder and chairman of Indiabulls Housing Finance Limited (IBHFL), has stepped down as executive chairman of the company and taken up as the role of the non-executive, non-independent director of IBHFL. He has stepped down to take charge as chief executive officer (CEO) of Indiabulls Ventures Limited, a subsidiary company of IBHFL. Static news like Indiabulls Housing Finance Limited headquarters, it's in Gurugram, previously known as Gurgaon, that's in Haryana, and Indiabulls Housing Finance Limited founded in the year 2005. Coming to next news, like Raksha Mantri launches Naval Innovation and Indigenation Organization. So the Naval Innovation and Indigenation Organization (NIIT) has launched Raksha Mantri Sri Rajnath Singh. If you know his constitution, leave it in the comment section. The NIO, a three-tiered organization, will enable these end users to interact and all these things. You can read over here. Most important thing is static news, like Chief of Naval Staff is Admiral Karamveer Singh, and all these things like MOU has been signed and all the Indian Navy with Uttar Pradesh Expressway, Industrial Development Authority, that is UPEIDA, Raksha Mantri state, and all these things you can read from here. Okay, so the next news, as you can see over here, like a book titled Our Only Home, a climate appeal to the world, has been released by Dalai Lama. The Tibetan spiritual leader Dalai Lama released a new book titled Our Only Three, a climate appeal to the world on climate change with German environmentalist Franz Holt in November. Now let's speak something about this particular auspicious book by Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama's book calls on political decision makers to fight against deadlock and ignorance on the issue of climate change and to stand up for a different, more climate-friendly world, and for the younger generation to assert the right to regain its future. It follows his 29th publication dedicated to children, The Seed of Compassion, Lessons from the Life and the Teachings of His Holiness Dalai Lama's autobiography and a book on philosophy. In fact, in 2018, Ecology, Ethics and Interdependence, the Dalai Lama's conversation with leading thinkers on climate change was also published. Okay, discussing with you the next news, like PSSP selects Soma Mandal as next chairman of SAIL, that is Steel Authority of India Limited. Soma Mandal has been selected by the Public Enterprises Selection Board (PSP) as the next chairman of Steel Authority of India Limited (SAIL). She will be taking charge when the next present chairman Anil Chaudhary Mandal has taken over as director commercial of SAIL in September 2018. Prior to this, he was director commercial NALCO Bhubaneswar, which was history in making as well as NALCO's first ever female director. SAIL headquarters New Delhi, SAIL founder 19 January 1954. Coming to the last news of today's session, that is Atal Innovation Mission Dell Technology launches SAP 2.0. So as you can see over here, the second edition of Student Entrepreneurship Program SAP 2.0 has been rolled out by the NITI Aayog. Okay, Atal Innovation AIM in collaboration with Dell Technologies. Over here you can see the Student Entrepreneurship Program has been launched for the young innovators of Atal Tinkering Labs ATLs, as it will enable them to work closely with Dell volunteers. Young innovators who are part of SAP 2.0 will get mentor support, prototyping and testing support, end user feedback, intellectual property registration, along with patenting of ideas, process and products. Static news, CEO of NITI Aayog is Mr. Amitabh Kant. So coming to an end of the particular lesson, if you happen to like this lesson, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share this with your friends as much as possible, and if you got any query, you are free to leave it in the comment section. I will reply to you within 20